There are different types of icing that are used to cover cakes, among them American buttercream, Italian meringue buttercream, and whipped cream. Today we will be making Italian meringue buttercream. I'd like to welcome you to my channel. My name is Yolanda. And to make this Italian meringue buttercream, we will be using the same ingredients as we use for the regular Italian meringue. We will need half a cup of water and 2 cups of granulated sugar. We will also need 8 ounces of egg whites and half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. 1 tablespoon of clear vanilla, and we will be adding to this 1 pound of unsalted butter. Be sure to cut the butter into small squares. To measure the temperature of the syrup, we need a candy thermometer. This is very important that we use a candy thermometer for this meringue. In a small to medium saucepan, we are going to stir in the sugar and the water, and we are going to mix them well. That way, the sugar will not stick to the bottom of the saucepan. Then we are going to set it aside. Now in my mixing bowl, I am going to pour in the egg whites, all of them, the 8 ounces of egg whites, and I'm going to add the cream of tartar. Then I'm going to take my mixing bowl to my mixer. I'm going to set the butter and the vanilla aside for now. As I mentioned before, it is important that we use a candy thermometer to make this meringue. I'm going to attach this candy thermometer to the saucepan where I will be making the syrup. So here I have brought the saucepan with the sugar and water to my stove with the candy thermometer attached to it. I'm going to let that boil, and when it reaches 230 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm going to start the mixer. But I need to wait and wait until the thermometer hits 230 degrees Fahrenheit. So we wait and we wait and we wait some more. And while we wait, I like to clarify that it is 230 degrees Fahrenheit. 230. Now we need to go up 10 more degrees. We are already at 220, so we need 10 more degrees. So at this point, we are still waiting. We need 5 more degrees to go up, and then we will be ready. So after all that waiting, we have reached 230 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm going to move the camera towards my mixer, and I'm going to start the mixer right now. In the meantime, I'm going to keep my eye on the syrup, because as soon as it hits 240 degrees Fahrenheit, it is ready to be poured into the egg whites. The syrup has reached 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I am pouring it into the egg whites. So now I continue to beat the egg whites and the syrup until the bowl is cool to the touch. The bowl needs to be at room temperature, very cold. It cannot be warm. It needs to be cool to the touch. So now that my bowl is cool to the touch, I'm going to be adding the vanilla little by little. I'm going to add the vanilla, and then I'm going to be adding the butter piece by piece. Not all at once, but piece by piece. I would like to mention that sometimes when you make this buttercream, you don't get the consistency that you are supposed to get, which is a firm consistency, nice and smooth. Sometimes you get different consistency depending on the temperature of your ingredients. All the ingredients should be at the same temperature. I notice now that my buttercream is getting too liquid. I just finished putting my last piece of butter, and I touch my bowl and I find it to be cool to the touch, but it's still, my buttercream is too liquidy. I cannot use it, but I can fix it if I put it back, if I put it in the refrigerator for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and I will also switch the beater for the paddle. So I'm going to try that to see if I can fix this. Okay, and here I am. I put my buttercream in the fridge and I took it out, and now what I'm doing is I'm just cooling even more the bowl, the bottom of the bowl, and I'm just using cold water. When your buttercream is too liquidy, try to add some coolness to it by placing a rag that you have damped in cold water. And if you see that your buttercream is breaking, then you can add a warm rag. Instead of cold, make it warm. That's because maybe the butter is still too cold and your egg whites are a little warm. And so these things happen to the best of us. And if you are new making this type of buttercream, please do not give up. Continue trying, continue beating the egg whites, the mixture until it gets firm. Do whatever you can, either put it back into the fridge and bring it out and continue to whip. Now I see that my buttercream is perfect. It's getting a perfect consistency, but I needed to try that to see if I could fix it, and I did. I'm going to show you how it looks now. Yes, it looks perfect. So now that I know that the consistency of my buttercream is perfect, now I'm going to use my fingers, because this is like gold. When you make this buttercream, you go through sometimes a lot of steps, and this buttercream tastes so good because of the butter. And so I need to get the last drop of it. I will not leave anything on the paddle. I remove everything because I'm going to use every ounce of this thing. This is gold. And so here it is. Look how beautiful it looks. You can use this to fill your cakes, to frost your cakes. You can pipe some flowers perhaps if you like. You can make it in different flavors by adding flavored extracts of your favorite fruit. Maybe it's mango or strawberries, whatever. And so I hope that you learned something today, and I hope that you do make this buttercream. If it doesn't come out perfect the first time, try again, because this is a very good buttercream. You can store this for 1 week in the fridge and up to 3 weeks in the freezer. This has been all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial as much as I did. Please share and subscribe to my channel. I will see you back here the next time with another tutorial. Until then, may God bless you.